Good morning, Colorado. Welcome to Tuesday edition of Local Biz Buzz. I'm your host, Larry Hers, and today in studio I have Lauren from Third Season Bakery. Woo! I didn't sleep a lot last night, so I'm like trying to pump up the energy. I took a Tylenol PM at 2 a.m. because I couldn't fall asleep. I was so anxious to have these cupcakes this morning.
Oh, well, thank you so much.
Give us a little history of you and your bakery.
All right, so I have been baking for several years now and really started off just baking for friends and family and doing birthday cakes and all of that. And then during the pandemic, it really kind of pushed me into starting a cottage bakery, and it's really taken off, and it's been a really fantastic experience so far.
Awesome. What was the first thing, when you started baking and when?
Oh, so I think the first thing that I really made was the chantilly cake right there, and I would just make full cakes of it and then sort of just miniaturized everything into a cupcake to a little bit more accessible and kind of COVID friendly. I could package them separately and people could enjoy them and bring them, to their family and friends. So but that was definitely the start.
Where did you learn how to make a chantilly cake?
Oh, well, that was all me. And watching TV and exploring recipes, a lot of trial and error, but it's something that just sort of came easy, and I got that science down, which is the most important part.
Yeah, baking is not the kind of thing you could just wing. Men tend to like to saute and grill because you don't have to follow a recipe.
Right, you can kind of do whatever you want.
Yeah, but it doesn't work with baking, right?
No, one little misstep and it's starting over and crying.
Have you done that a few times?
Yes, I've definitely had a batch in the oven. I'm like, I must have done something wrong because that's just not quite right.
Absolutely. Let's talk about what you brought today.
Yeah, absolutely.
Start right here, these bad boys.
So those are my cinnamon rolls. They are baked in cream and then topped with
Wait, baked in cream?
They're baked in cream, yes. So once they're all rolled together and placed in their tin, I top them with warm cream that they get baked in so they stay really nice and gooey. And
Is that normal?
No, that's my special little...
I don't think that's how it's done, but
that's
maybe
my
it should
special little add-on, and I think that's,
So they're not going to be dry.
No, they should not be dry at all. And then they're, as you can see, slathered with a cream cheese frosting.
Yeah, I always wonder, why am I sometimes don't have enough frosting? Nobody's ever going to be like, that's too much frosting.
No. So that's why I go pretty heavy-handed because I never want, one, for it to be dry, or two, for anyone to say there just wasn't enough frosting.
I like that. We'll take this whole tray over. Now, what made you go into pretzels?
So that was definitely a request from my partner.
Give your partner a shout out.
Oh, hi, Chris. But he's a big soft pretzel fan, and he's like, oh, you should try making these one day. And so, we got some beer, I made some pretzels, and they turned out amazing. And then they started with just our regular sea salt ones, and then started exploring flavors like the jalapeno
that's our
cheddar.
Sea salt?
Yep, we have our sea salt, jalapeno cheddar, and then our cinnamon sugar. So you have some sweet along with the savory options.
Cinnamon sugar, these are similar to what you get at Wetzel's Pretzels, but they look so much better.
Oh, thank you.
There's so much, when I go to Wetzel's, there's not enough cheese, not enough jalapenos.
Well, I want to make sure, I love cheesy and spicy, and so I go pretty heavy-handed. I'm pretty generous, and they're the best seller. Of everything off the menu, those jalapeno cheddar pretzels, also known as the Elliot, are, the number one.
Elliot?
So all of my pieces are named after friends and family.
Okay.
And Elliot is my old neighbor. Hi, Elliot. And yeah, he's just fun and spicy, a little cheesy. So he got that special pretzel.
All right, and then lemon lavender bars?
Yes, so that's my seasonal special for the spring, summer, and that does change, again, fall and winter. But for now, we have our lemon lavender squares. So they're only on the menu for a short while, but they are fantastic, and they are named after my mother, who would make lemon squares for me as a child. So, but I had to make them special, a little extra special with the lavender.
And so it's called the what?
The Irene.
You definitely got to give Mom the shout out.
Yes.
I'm going to try and get this over there without dropping any. Are you going to be able to see all these?
I can do anything.
You're the best, Josh. All right, let's go from the bottom.
Okay, so the bottom, that is our vegan cupcake. Again, a huge seller. It is just classic vanilla and topped with a vegan vanilla buttercream and vegan sprinkles.
Okay.
And then we have our chantilly cake. It's an almond cake with an almond and 2 cheese frosting. It's a mix of mascarpone and cream cheese.
Awesome.
It's very decadent and topped with berries.
Got a B on this one.
Yes, so that one's so special. That's the Marley, named after my dog, who I also call cornbread, and it is a cornbread cupcake and topped with a honey cream cheese frosting.
Why do you call your dog cornbread?
I had a dream that we were texting each other, which really is a true dream of mine. But in my dream, her name on my phone was Cornbread. And when I woke up, I looked at her and I was like, do you just want to be called Cornbread from now on? So there came her nickname. And that cupcake.
Well, did she answer you?
Well, no. But she's golden she's golden, so it works.
This would be a great search. She answered yes. All right, what's this one?
And then that is my red velvet, topped with a cream cheese frosting with some Oreo crumbles for crunch.
Can you explain what is red velvet?
Yes, I can. So red velvet is kind of your classic vanilla-based cake, but with about a tablespoon of cocoa powder. So you get a little bit of that chocolate essence, but what really makes it red velvet is buttermilk, and you get that tang from the buttermilk. Without it, it's not red velvet.
Okay, that's a good explanation.
Yeah.
Because there's no red velvet flavor anywhere.
No.
What the heck is red velvet?
Yeah.
All right, up top.
Up top is my lemon cupcake, topped with a vanilla buttercream and a candied lemon.
Fabulous. Last.
And then last is my Belgian chocolate cupcake with a chocolate cream cheese frosting and a rum-soaked cherry. So it's a little boozy and delicious.
We know who's having that cherry, don't we, Pam? Look at her. She's like getting all red over there. She's like, oh, rum? I also was curious.
Yeah.
My third season, what does that mean?
Oh, so I'm a big fan of the fall, and originally when I was thinking of starting my own bakery, I wanted it to be Halloween themed, and then my partner was like, you'll probably be pretty limited on what you can do if you just kind of keep it Halloween themed. Like, well, how can I still give that sort of essence a little bit, but have it open enough to do whatever I want? And then that's where third season came about. So fall is the third season, and we are third season bakery.
We've had so many bakeries in here, and what I've learned is all the names are taken, so you really have to get creative coming up with bakery names.
Yeah, you really do. And I was lucky this one was available.
$1 million question.
Yes.
How and where can people buy these treats?
So you can reach out to us on Instagram or on Facebook, just at Third Season Bakery. And our menu also features our phone number where you can call or text to place your orders. But direct messaging is always a nice and easy way to get your orders to us.
What kind of lead time do you like?
Well, I mean, depending on availability, I've been able to do some same day, but usually at least a week in advance is helpful.
Okay. It's always good to,
Yeah.
ask for what you want.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
And just curious, what are the price range of these things?
So the pieces range from about starting around $23 per dozen, and then they go up from there. Our most expensive item right now is our season special, the Irene, which is $30 for a dozen bars.
Yeah, I know. What should I eat?
I know. Take your pick.
I feel like I should eat this, but I feel like it'd be better heated up. Or
Oh yeah, I always say
Heat it up.
zap it a little bit with some heat.
All right, then I'm going lemon bar.
Oh yeah, go for it.
Got to do the Irene for your mom. All right. Anything else before we get out of here?
Enjoy.
I can do that. Pleasure to meet you.
So nice to meet you too.
We do not have a What's for Lunch today, but we'll be back tomorrow for a local Biz Buzz and What's for Lunch. This is for you, Irene. Let's eat.
Yay!
That's delicious.
Thank you.
All right.